Okay, let's see the next part, which is we are going to see the probability of union and intersection of two events. So as you can see from here, there are few formula that you have to remember. So here we have the first one. We have to find A or B. Okay, let's just go to the note lah. Okay, here we have the probability of the intersection. So intersection is like this and union is like this. Okay, so that is the symbol for intersection and union. So the first one, we have the probability for A or B or both occur. Okay, A or B or both. So what we have here is PA union B. So that is what you have to do if the question asks A or B or both event. Okay, so the formula is PA plus PB minus PA intersect B. Remember that formula. Okay, the next one, we have the probability of A occurs but not B occurs. Or in the simplest way, we can say that only A occurs. Okay, only event A occurs. So the next one, so the formula for that will be PA intersect B prime. Okay, if only A occur, that will be A intersect B prime. P prime means B does not occur. So the formula is PA minus PA intersect B. So there is no PB because it does not occur. So the same thing as probability of B occurs but not A occurs. So that will be only B occurs. So vice versa from this one here. We have PA prime intersect B is equals to PB minus PA intersect B. Okay, so it is almost the same thing as this one, but for this one only B occurs, so that means you don't need this. Okay, so and the next one, you are going to learn about De Morgan rule. So what is De Morgan rule? It's just basically PA union B prime and PA prime intersect B prime. Okay, PA prime union B prime is equals to PA intersect B prime. Okay, and then terbalik lah. If PA prime intersect B prime, it is PA union B prime, which is this one is equals to, you know that the total probability is equals to 1. So if you have PA intersect B prime, mean both of that not occurs. So that will be PA 1 minus PA intersect B. Okay, the same thing here. If you have PA union B prime, so you are going to have the same thing as 1 minus PA union B. Okay, so that's it. So sometimes in the question they will say, so if the question said either or, so either or, that will be PA union B. So as what we explained in the previous question here. So if the question say only A, so only A is this thing here, PA intersect B. If the question say only B, there will be here. And if the question said neither A nor B, this one here represent this thing here, PA union B prime. Okay, the below one. Okay, for this one here is the same thing as either A, either not A or not B. Okay, you are going to see this more in the question lah, which is I sum up as the Venn diagram is the same thing as here. Okay, if neither A nor B, it is the same thing as the probability of A union B prime. Okay, alright, let's see the example. Example 5, given A and B and two events where PA, so it is given to us PA, PB and PA intersect B. So the first question asks us to find PA union B. So straightforward, we just substitute into the formula PA plus PB minus PA intersect B. Okay, which is the first one here, A union B. So PA we have 1 over 3. PB we have 5 over 9 given in the question. PA intersect B we have 1 over 6. So here we have 13 over 18. Okay, very simple. So here we have PA intersect B prime. So PA intersect B prime means only A occurs. So you only need PA minus PA intersect B. Okay, so we have PA is 1 over 3. PA intersect B is 1 over 6. So here we have 1 over 6. Okay, now Let's see, PA prime union B prime. So you know that this is your De Morgan rule. So PA prime union B prime is the same thing. Okay, how are we going to remember this? If you have not, okay, prime, just terbalikkan. This one will be intersect, terbalikkan, and the prime will go outside. Okay, that is the one way to remember. So you know that PA intersect B prime, all of this, not, okay, we don't want all of this. So what you are going to do is we are going to 1 minus PA intersect B. Okay, right, so we have 1 minus 1 over 6. So here we'll have 5 over 6. Okay, same thing here. We have not. So what you are going to do is you are going to terbalikkan your intersection there. That will be PA union and the not will be outside. And PA union B prime, we have to change this into P1 minus PA union B. Okay, because the total probability is 1. We want the yang tidak. So 1 minus yes. Okay, faham ke? I hope you understand this. So PA union B is from question A, 1 minus 13 over 18. And here we'll have 5 over 18. Okay, very simple. That is the introduction, how to use the formula of union and intersection. Now let's see. Example 6. Okay, now we have the events. An integer is selected randomly from the set of integers 1 until 12. Find the probability that the integer is, so as you can see from here, all of the question has even number, divisible by 3, divisible by 3, divisible by 3. So that are the two events that we have. So let's take out from the outcomes the two events that we have here. So even. Okay, even number. From the outcomes, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Which is we have 6. Okay, so number of even number is equals to 6. Okay, now let's see the divisible by 3. Let's put that as D. Divisible by 3. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4. Let's put number of divisible by 3 is equals to 4. Okay, so one more thing that you have to find is your number of sample space. So number of sample space here is all the number from 1 to 12. That will be 12 lah. Okay, so all three things that we have here. So let's go to the question. Find the probability that the integer is an even number or divisible by 3. So that will be A or B. So A or B is just simply PA, P even, PE union D. Okay, A or B is A union B. So we have even, union, divisible. So how are we going to do this is only by using formula. Okay, formula only. Because we don't have our Venn diagram, we don't have anything, we only have the numbers. So what you are going to do is just use the formula. So that will be PE plus PD minus PE intersect D. Okay, the first one, the first formula. So probability of E, the question, here we want probability, not the number. Not the number. Here we only have the number. Okay, so it is very helpful if we can just find the probability of E here. So that will be number of even divided by number of sample space. So that will be 6 over 12. Divisible by 3. Number of divisible by 3 is 4 over sample space. And how about the P intersect D? How many numbers that you have in the even number and also indivisible by 3? As you can see here, we have 6, 12 and 12. Okay, so there are two numbers that that you have in even number and also indivisible by 3. So here we can conclude that our N, E intersect D, is equals to 2. So to find the probability of that will be 2 over 12. Okay, just put everything in your calculator. That will be 2 over 3. Okay, so even number or divisible by 3, A or B, A union B formula. Okay, next, the question asks us to find the probability of even number and is not divisible by 3. Okay, even number, PE, and, which is intersect, not divisible by 3. Okay, not divisible by 3 means D prime. Okay, so that is what we want to find. So same thing, just formula. PE minus PE intersect D. Okay, here that's the same thing as A even only lah. Okay, even only. Right, so here we just substitute into the formula that we have here. PE is 6 over 12. PE intersect D is 2 over 12. So you have 4 over 12, which is you have to simplify to 1 over 3. Okay, now the last question, not an even number and is not divisible by 3. So not. So PE not intersect D not. Okay, PE prime intersect D prime. So De Morgan rule. So what we are going to do here is, if you have not here, is we are going to turn this into union. Okay, so PE union D, the not is outside prime. Okay, so this one we cannot just find it by, we cannot just find this. So you have to change into 1 minus PE union D. Okay, which is PE union D is from question A. So we have 2 over 3. 1 minus 2 over 3 is equals to 1 over 3. And that's it. That is how you use the formula for intersection and union. Okay, so let's see the last example here. Okay, not the last. We have 2 more examples. 3 more. Okay. Alright, example 7. Records show that 80% of all Malaysia citizens are smokers. 17% of the citizens have lung cancers, with 13% who are smoker and have lung cancer. Okay, now from the question first. Okay, from the first sentence, we have to take out all the information. Records show that 80% of all Malaysian citizens are smokers. That means we have PS is equals to 80%. So 80% in probability is 0.8. Okay, let's just put S as the smoker and C as the cancer. Okay, alright, and then what we have, that is the first sentence, 80% are smokers. So from that we have this one here. And then 17% of the citizens have lung cancer. Okay, 17% have lung cancer, so that will be C is equals to 17%, which change to probability will be 0.17. Okay, so from that sentence, we have this one here. So next one, 13% who are smoker and have lung cancer. Smoker and cancer. So that will be PS and is intersect C equals to 13% is 0.13. Okay, so from that sentence we have this information here. So the question said, if a Malaysian citizen is randomly selected, what is the probability that the person is a smoker or have lung cancer? Okay, if a smoker, mana dia? Probability that the person is a smoker or have a lung cancer. This one, smoker or have lung cancer. Okay, S or is union lung cancer. So what you want to find is just simply PS union C. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Just straight away formula. PS plus PC minus PS intersect C. So PS we have 0.8, cancer we have 0.17, intersection between those things is 0.13. Sub into the masukkan dalam calculator, that will be 0.84. Okay, very simple. So there is no other way to find this, only by formula, unless you have a Venn diagram. Okay, Alright, let's see this one. This is the, almost the same example as before, like the basic laws, but we just do it in the formula here. So in a junior school class, in a junior school class of 28 pupils, so there are 28 pupils. 7 are both a sports team and the school band. So from the question, you can see that it is easier if we do the Venn diagram first. Okay, so let's just do the Venn diagram. We have sports team and school band. Okay, sports team and school band. That represent sport, this represent the band. Okay, 28 pupils, 7 are both in sport teams and school band. Okay, which is 7 are in sports and band, so that will be in the center here, 7. Okay, 16 pupils involved in sports team. Okay, 16 pupils in sports team, so including this one here, this one in the center one here. So what you have to do is you have to minus, so that will be 16 minus 7, so here we have 9. And 10 in the school band, 10 including in the center, so you have to minus 10 minus 7, so here will be 3. Okay, and then big box here to represent those who are not in both sports team and school band, which is you have 28 minus 9 minus 7 minus 3, you'll have 9 here. Okay, sorry, 28 minus 7 minus 3. 28 minus 9 minus 7 minus 3. Yes, we get 9. Sorry, just want to check. So here what we have, 9, 3, 7, 9. Okay, the first one, A. Find the probability that only the pupil chosen is random. Pupil chosen at random is only in the school band. Only in school band. Okay, so when we say only school band, that means what we want here is A is P band intersect S prime. Okay, which is no sports here. Okay, this is not PB bukan PB. Kalau PB sahaja, that will be here everything. Sorry, sini. This one here, 3 plus 7. Okay, if PB sahaja, that will be here. If the question said in the school band, that will be 10. Okay, but the question said only in the school band, so this one cannot be included, so only this one here, so that will be 3 over 28. Okay, 3 over 28. Remember your Venn diagram here, this is this is only alright, this is only in school band, this is in school band. Okay, can you differentiate between those two? Okay, let's see the second one. Is either a sports team or the school band? Either or, so you know that your either or is PA union B, or as you can say here, PB union S. Okay, PB union S. So if you look at your diagram, you know that you have to sum up 9 plus 7 plus 3. Okay, 9 plus 7 plus 3, so that will be 19 over 28. Okay, very simple if you have the Venn diagram. If you don't draw your Venn diagram, you can just use your formula. PB plus PS minus PB intersect S. So PB, you know that from the question here, we have B is 10, so that will be 10 over 28. School band, we have not sports team, we have 16, so that will be 16 over 28. PB intersect S is 7 minus 7 over 28 equals to 19 over 28. The same thing if we look at our Venn diagram. So for this question, you can just solve by using formula, and you can solve by drawing your Venn diagram. It's the same thing. Okay, so here we have neither nor, neither sports team nor the school band. Okay, if we are using the Venn diagram, so neither nor is this one here, which is all the outside here. neither nor. Which is, as you can see from the Venn diagram, it's only 9 over 28. Okay, if we are using the formula, neither nor will be P as union B prime. Okay, P as union B prime. So the same thing as 1 minus P as union, P as union B prime. B prime is, the prime is outside. Okay, P as union B prime. That is your neither nor. This one. This one. So here will be P as union B. So we have the answer for P as union B. P as union B and PB union S is the same thing. So 1 minus 19 over 28. So that will be 9 over 28. Okay. So for this question, I show you how to use the Venn diagram. Just draw the Venn diagram. You have the question, you draw the Venn diagram, you straight away get the answer from the information that we have here. Or if you don't want to draw the Venn diagram, that's fine. Then you have to use the formula. Okay, just look at the question and then just straight away sub into the formula. Okay, so there are two ways for this type of question. Alright, so let's see here. We have a table. Okay, sometimes information is also given in the table. So by now you have already seen the probability we can solve by using Venn diagram, tree diagram, the formula, and also the table. Okay, which is table is sometimes the same as the formula. So there are three. We have the Venn diagram, we have tree diagram, and we have a table. Okay, so there are three ways to represent our probability. So here, as you can see, we have A. Let's say this is our AB, this is our CD. So this is number of A intersect C. This is number of B intersect C. This column here is B intersect D, and the same thing. And probability of A represent all these things here. Okay, sum of all this row here. Probability of B is sum of all this row here. Probability of C is sum of this column, and the same thing as probability of D. Okay, so let's try this one, the last example. Okay, let's put this as P, this as A, this is as S. Okay, security guard S. So the total now, 88 plus 70 plus 112, we have 270. 270. Okay. So the question asks us, one of the workers in the survey is randomly selected based on the information provided. Calculate the probability the workers being a production operator. Okay, only the production operator, not only production operator. Okay, faham ke? Okay, that means what we want here is P. Okay, production operators. So as you can see from here, we know that our, let's say if you want to find PC, this is our PC. So that will be this one here, 196. So equals to 196. But not only 196, you are going to find the probability always over by the total. So the total now here is 270. So simplify, we have 98 over 135. Okay. So the next one, the workers who work between 50 to 70 hours. Okay. Let this represent as X, Y, Z. 50 to 70 hours is this one here. So the sum of all this row, which is 70. So we want to find PY is equals to 70 over 270. And that will be 7 over 27. Okay. Next one, C. The workers being an admin officer and working greater than 70 hours. So there is intersection there. Admin officer. Okay, just do this circle. And working greater than 70,000. And this circle here. Which one the intersection, as you can see? We have 8. Okay, so that is the intersection. So here we want PA intersect Z, which is we have 8 over 270. We have 4 over 135. And the last one, the workers being a security guard and working less than 40 hours. Okay, if you have N, just bulatkan apa yang kita ada, security guard, and less than 40 hours. Bulatkan this one, so the intersection is here, which is 4 over 270. Security guard intersect by 40 hour, which is X, 4 over 270, and simplify, we have 2 over 135. So that is how we find the probability if we are given the table. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.